Sorry about the lack of videos the past couple days. Depression can really kick you in the head when you least expect it. But besides all that nonsense, let's just get back to the whole lawyering thing. We got a person to keep innocent from Moida. It's Hugh Jackman. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. I just have absolutely no evidence to support that you are in fact not the murderer, and I'm kind of going in there and just kind of bluffing my way in front of an entire court proceeding. But yeah, you know what? This isn't the first time I've had to do it, so who knows? Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh. She looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. Oh, snap! This is no time for dead people jokes, please. That's dark. You know, we're going to end this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, and he is, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. So we've had an entire extra day and we still haven't gotten me a shirt. Seems, a little odd. It's that, or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. No, it's not. We're also going to be getting a testimony from an extraordinarily young child. He is not going to make things easy for me. All right. Okay, we can do this. That's okay. We just gotta not let our guards down. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The freaking voice. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if the producer is going to come out. Probably not. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmon now. Oh great, I gotta talk to that guy? Or that director. Wow, I really genuinely would rather not talk to this guy. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai. Salmonella. I'm a director of television. I was kind of hoping Edgeworth would get annoyed again. That's always fun. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day and do not lie or my beard will totally choke you to death. It happens. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Well, she's dead. She's got nothing left to lose. She's helping you purely because she wants to, so there you go. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. Okay, well, there's some stuttering. That's something to pick up on. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Okay. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left the chairs. Pretty sure isn't positive. That's about it. Okay, so that's two things I can dig around into. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. All right, let's do this the spiky-haired lawyer way. All right, let's dig around through that first thing where you started stuttering. I was, doing an action scene run-through? Or were you, good sir? Or are you a murderer? In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil Magatha. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. Okay, she was cheering on Hammer if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Oh, snap! Internal monologue burn. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. Alright, fine. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. How long did it take you exactly? Why did it go on for so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but Whoop twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right, that's the limp. Which, of course, led to me missing my lunch. Roths. Roths? Rolling on the floor, starving? Ha! It's funny, because he's fat. Okay, I hear that everyone else ate lunch, good for you. I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. See, hang on, though. Did I make like a firm mental note of that? I mean, there were plates outside of the trailer, so somebody ate something over there. Certainly seems like the thing to say. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been Duff. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory, of course, because there were plates. Somebody ate out there, which means somebody left the trailer, which means he is in fact not telling the entire truth. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella! When I went to that trailer, I saw something on the table. There were 2 plates on the table, the same kind of plates in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Da-da-da-don! No, good call. Ooh. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it, but I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. Oh, internal fat joke! So, when exactly did you eat? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Le drool. You a nasty fool. A mental image I will carry with me until my grave. Oh, Phoenix. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his mother-sodden testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Dun 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 dun. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs, except for the fact that people did, because I just told you that they did. Oh, you are so stupid. You didn't take a single break. Well, yeah, not a one. Sweats. Huh, what's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second, I do! Because we just talked about this, Phoenix. Not very good with the short-term memory, are we? Wait a second! Mr. Manella, you've contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Well, Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. Thank you, Mia. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Eric. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing, which probably means a puppy somewhere died. That's never good. Okay. Yeah, we took a break, Rafal. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. Lol. This is no lulling matter, sir! That's only enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Uh-huh. You don't say. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Okie dokie, lemon artichokes. Let's see. How do I pull this apart? Okay. Oh, wait. FWIW. Well, that's not FYI. I don't know what that guy is even saying. His leet speak transcends even my extraordinarily nerdy brain. Okay, good for you. But it was only 15 minutes. That's only 13 in base 12. What does that even mean exactly? Are you making some sort of referential humor? What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on the trailer table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez Parblade. Blah, blah. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. I suppose. I've never eaten one before in my entire life, so I'm just going to have to go ahead and assume. Alright, that's an extraordinarily suspicious statement and an extraordinarily disturbing face, so I'm going to press you on this matter too. Why is that? Well, that wasn't very good pressing. Alright, fine. Well, then we'll press this, I guess. Sheesh. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Oh! I'm sorry. Oh! Snap! Phoenix! Laying down the punishment! Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. Lol. Well, Phoenix, that testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh, great. Is that all? Okay, so I need to, let's see, take a little looky-loo through our various inventories. Let's see, his autopsy report, 230, yeah, I'm all well aware of that nonsense. Mr. Monkey's head blocks the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4. Okay, the Path to Glory thingy. Apparently that's evidence for something, so that's gonna be helpful, but not useful to me right now. Okay, but it was only 15 minutes. 15. Did I not press everything? I guess we'll press this and see what happens. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death! So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back! I guess it's possible, time-wise. ... Edgeworth is waiting to pounce! Okay, but it was only 15 minutes, so, let's see. It was only 15 minutes, so then, theoretically, that should work, but how exactly do I press that? Okay, I already pressed that. I pressed all of these things. Well, that's not good. And I'm not sure about my evidence. I know I've got the Mr. Monkey Head. Okay, block the path from 2:15 and 4. So that's something. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Not entirely sure what exactly I'm supposed to do here. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm kind of stumped here. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder. Okay. Well, I can't press anything, so I obviously have to present some form of evidence on one of these statements. Cheese and Crumb and Luis and all that other stuff. Okay, wait, October 15th at 2. The guide map, no, that's not gonna help. I don't know. Oh, I don't want to present evidence that's wrong. That's not good. That is not good. Okay. I don't think it's the autopsy report. Mr. Monkey? Nope, totally botched it. I can already tell. Yep, this evidence clearly contradicts this evidence. How exactly are that evidence and that statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay, fantastic. Okay. I don't... Nope, that's again totally wrong. All right. Crap! I'm making stupid errors. My brain. It's full of the dumb. Crud cakes. What do I do? Okay, I'm gonna think this through, and I'll be right back. I don't wanna waste your time of me just thinking and looking at nothing. All right, be back in a second. Ah! Wait, hello, okay. Apparently Edgeworth has decided I wanted to go back and listen to the things he said, but now Edgeworth is yelling at me. Did I take too long? Is that a thing? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? My pompous hairstyle says otherwise. Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, it's just the evidence says otherwise. Really, the Mr. Monkey Head was blocked from 2:15 to 4, which means it was, in fact, impossible, but nothing, it can't be impossible or else I don't have a case anymore. I have no clue. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Ha ha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked by a giant monkey head. How it fell off, I have absolutely no idea. Wait, the fallen Miss Monkey Head? I thought it was a dude monkey. Whatever, is semantics. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Escargot, if you will. When the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head, or Merce. I don't really know. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I bow like a complete and total jerk. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Ah, well, that's a big old crock-a-hooey. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If he had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Edgeworth, please don't have anything, please don't have anything, please don't have anything. Or Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. Crap cakes, it's a stupid little kid. Ugh. Damn you, Salmonella! Damn you and your brilliant linguist abilities. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Dun 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 dun! That's messed up. Okay, fine. Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess, of which I will play on the swing set. Someone better push me. Now I have an adorable mental image of the judge on a swing set. Aww. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? Well, either A, I'm able to completely shoot down a rock-solid alibi and testimony from a new witness, or I'm not going to be able to do that, and you're going to have to go to jail, and it'll be all my fault even though you're innocent, and I don't really want that on my conscience. It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you were innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai hero to children everywhere, after all. To be fair, you probably should act a bit more like that. Thanks. Sniff. Okay, Phoenix, this one's for the kids. Let's do it. Yeah, all right, let's go let down a bunch of children. Woo! Ah, this is going to end terribly for me. Oh boy. Okay, let's do this. We got this. We got this. I can somehow find a way to get through this. I just have to cross-examine a 7-year-old child. Is that how old he is? Let me take another gander at this. Da-da-da-da. Yes, he is 7. Wow, I actually remember the exact number. I'm usually not very good with numbers. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Are you literally serious right now? Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. He is very short. I find great humor in this. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right, haha. God, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Since when do donuts come in crates? I want a crate full of donuts, that sounds awesome. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? No. Witness! What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Ha! Ah, slight backfire. Oh, thank goodness. When Edgeworth feels like an idiot, I feel slightly better about myself. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins, and I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. Yep, as gentle as a cactus attached to a rocket. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, camera equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. It's photographic. I messed up. Sorry. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it at all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Well, actually... Wait a second, you're right. Hold up, Miss Mia Fey. Hang on a second. Path to Glory contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Okay, so if he takes a photo of every conceivable victory that he sees of the Steel Samurai, then he would have a photograph of the guy actually being murdered. Which is kind of important evidence, so yeah. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Okay, so as long as I'm ruling off the logic that he had to have taken a photo, I have something to start working with. Anything is better than nothing here. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked! Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Ugh. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. But you literally just said you bring it with you everywhere. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. And be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. ... This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. For some reason, I find that specifically aimed at Red White, or Red Blue, or whatever the hell his name is. I don't care. He's in jail now. He's a murdering jerk. Alright, so I can see the easy-to-spot contradiction all up in here. I went to the woods, blah, 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 blah. But you had to have had your camera, otherwise that don't make no dang sense. You bring it everywhere. You brought it to you with court. You had it in your hands. In fact, you had it in your hands when we met you last time. So there you go. Okay, of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Kapow-pow. Okay, yeah. Press the subject, please. Hold it once more. If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Contradiction! Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. You're gentle but firm. That sounds kind of dirty now that I think about it. Probably not gonna have to do that. Okay, hang on. Hang on, does the camera evidence specifically say that he has it all the time? Cody always carries it. Yep. Okay, so I just gotta present it there. That is easy peasy. I can do that. Objection! Ah, poopy. Objection! There we go. It's always on my second try. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, correct? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? Honestly, I thought you were being very kind there. What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? Oh my goodness gracious, how... Do we have an age on the judge? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios, a place you always wanted to be. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize the poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. Devil Flam! What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? I called you a liar, plants for hire. Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that? I've got multiple problems with that. I hurt my hand, ow. So you did have your camera, and did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. When I was being all aggressive, I smacked my wrist onto my knee. It hurts. Ow. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Briefs. Nyeh, underpants. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination! Alright, fine. If that's what I got to do, it's what I'll does. Okay, let's see here. Okay, he had his camera, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Well, let's press that matter, eh? So, you were watching The Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course! You didn't turn away, not even once. No? Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Okay, so we've have it established that he didn't take his eyes away for even the moments. Okay, that's good. That's good. The Steel Samurai. He goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. All right, let's talk about that. Why don't we? Why? Huh? What do you mean? Why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. He's still being vague about this. Okay, so wait a second. If he truly saw the Steel Samurai kill the bad guy, he would have saw him use the samurai spear to, shish kebab the dude. But he's not bringing up the spear at all. That's gotta mean something. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? I'm gonna have to press him harder on this. Cody. Well, what? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet, you missed the most important part. Objection! I'm so public! What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. Objection in your face, son! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? I don't know. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Dun dun dun. I've been using that a little too much, but can you blame me? It's really dramatic. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Could you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix! I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. You and your constant support and admiration. Stop being such a good friend, dead person. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Okay, he couldn't watch it. He was watching something else. Show evidence? Huh, okay. Why wouldn't he have seen the fight? Wait! His camera! He said he doesn't know how to make it work right. He was trying to take a photo, but he couldn't figure it out, so he missed it. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably something else. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof and rockin'. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Do you have another explanation for this? We have, okay, well, Poopy Palace. Fine, show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. It's French for evidence. What, did Cody look away from the fight? Okay, apparently I just needed to show the camera. I don't know, hang on, and take that! Hey, I did it on the first try. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. You think I'm a fool? He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I am aware of that too. I've been listening. I'm not that old. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at that critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, yeah, it's kind of fun. Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right, because we've got that book. We have the evidence. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from that fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. She is a very serious lady. Your Honor, The defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Oh, snap. Man, who won the real world? Was it Puck? I don't remember. I was like 6. Is that show still on? That seems like the type of really crappy television that'd still be on today. I don't know. I don't watch much TV. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So, I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yup. Uh-huh. I smell a crock-a-hooey up in here. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway, because that's how the Phoenix Wright rolls. Dun-dun-dun. All right. Yeah, okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So wait, the villain attacked back? So, you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving? Strangely? How? Oh wait, no, that's just a limp. Never mind. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. And that's all that happened. Yup. Except it's not all that happened. That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. I would have, once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Actually, you're right. Even if he missed the exact moment where he smacked down the bad guy, he still would have taken a picture at some point, wouldn't he? That makes sense, right? Yeah, let's keep pressing this kid. Press his face against the chain link fence of justice. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. Uh-oh. I hope he's willing to just tell me and I don't have to figure it out myself. You took a picture! Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? Oh, wow, okay. Complete and total bluffing! I can see through all lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? Okay. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Why would you erase them? You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative, and I'd better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? Well, there has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Okay, fine. I can do just that. Okay, well, crud cakes. Okay, sorry, I went a little too far. Hang on. Took a few shots, but I erased them. But why would you do that when you've got this book thing full of victorious things? You have a reason for doing this. Take this! Or objection! Whatever! Cody! What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. Well, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have been a witness to a murder then. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? Flashback. I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Oh? Well, then why would you have erased your photos? Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day, even though he saw a live performance. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. ... No, wait. No way. Okay, apparently Phoenix just hit the mother of all eureka moments. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. We did? And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... What are we agreeing on? I feel left out of the loop. Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The photos were blurry. He erased them by accident. The Steel Samurai didn't win. Oh! Really? I think I have an idea on where we're going with this, but... Okay, I don't understand why this is the way that it is, and I don't want to throw my theories out, but... Could it have been the other way around? Maybe? Huh. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. He's Jack Nicholson. Wait, Jack Nicholson, the attorney in that movie? I don't know! Point is, I'm correct. Order! I will have order! I will order some fries. Witness, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell us, the court, what you saw. Oh, dang! I've made a child cry! Yay! Oh, it's always a good day when you manage to do that. Cody, that day, you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight. Correctly? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Yeah. Well, that's certainly extraordinarily important evidence. How could the Steel... I'm just trying to run this through my head and see if it makes any sense. Okay, so somebody had... Okay, just let me paste this through my head and see if it makes any sense to you guys, okay? So the Steel Samurai... Well, no, the murderer had to have taken the Steel Samurai costume. Okay, I got that much, right? Okay, so he had to take the costume, but who would have been big enough or strong enough to wear the costume? Then the only people in the entire room were Will, Jack, the director, Sal, and the old lady, old Windbag, yeah. So, if it could only have been one of them, and at the same time, you have to realize he limped, right? And he had to limp because he had to imitate Will. He had to make sure people knew it was him, so he imitated the limp. And the only way someone would have known that is if they were also there. So, who's big enough, has the right physique to wear the costume, who was also there to see the accident, to know that Will needed a limp, and had access to his dressing room, who could have gotten the costume while he was asleep, which, as we previously dialogued, the empty bottle full of sleeping pills. Right, okay. And who was sitting next to him at the lunch tray? It was Jack. Jack is the guy in the photo! This photo! Right here! Jack Hammer! That's him! That's him in the costume! It has to be, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Yeah, how do you like them chicken-flavored muffins? Oh god, that sounds disgusting. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's all this all about? Hammer was the victim, Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim! Jack Hammer's alive, he's at Arby's. No, Hammer was the victim. No, well, the Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai! Did I really seriously pull that together? because if I did, I feel so cool right now. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph? You're saying that the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jackhammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jackhammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Willpower's foot injury. Oh my god, I got it right! I feel so smart. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldback said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. See, look! See? He's sitting next to... Wait. Okay, well... Alright, so... It was Jackhammer in there, and he drugged Will so he would be able to grab his costume without any interruptions. But why? Why exactly did he... Okay, well, hang on a second. He stole the costume. I mean, clearly, he drugged Will, took the costume, convincingly acted his way over to the Studio 1 to make everyone think it was Will, and somehow during that event he was murdered? I don't quite understand. Mr. Jackhammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why? Why would he do this? Yeah, but why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know! Okay, so at least I'm not supposed to have figured that out. That's good to know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strangely. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh, me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now! Here, this is it. Just stop yelling at me with your beard of authority. That's Studio 2! He's not at Studio 1, he went to Studio 2. Which means, if he went to Studio 2, then someone murdered him there and then just brought him on over there after the monkey got his head cleared off. That sentence makes no sense out of context, and even in context it's kind of strange, but I think I get it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. No, he's at Studio 2, not 1. That's where the trailer was. That's where the director and the producer and the bigwigs was at. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Mia, what? Look at that photo once more. It has the number 2 on it. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. The fact that it's Studio Bleedin' 2. I am running out of air. I gotta calm down. Whew, boy. But I feel so smart. I feel like a genius. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! Huh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the crowd. Oh, Judge, you are one of the single greatest characters I've ever seen. I'll use the studio guide map. Check it, Holmes. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Or whatever. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. I really have to specifically point it out. It's Studio 2, fools! He was murdered over there, which means anybody in the Studio 2 area could have been the murderer. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there, the path was blocked. No filming is done. Well, the path was blocked by the giant monkey head. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet But in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2! I am so into this! As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on the day a meeting was held in that very trailer, there was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. Right there, you see the plates? During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez, or Guiz, whatever, were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime! Did I do it? Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldeg saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! This is Sparta! Sorry, easy reference, had to go there. Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. That would be freaking stupid. Oh, do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. Sleeping pills! I have proof! I have proof! You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Some bleeding sleeping pills, I say, take that! Yes! This is it! An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. For some reason. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Powers' blood, fingerprint the bottle, examine Hammer, fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. Yeah, if Jack Hammer's fingerprints are all over the dang thing, it clearly he used it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Fingerprints Hammers should be shown up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. Fantastic. So, is court adjourned because I'm all out of evidence. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Oh, thanks, sweet, merciful mamma-gamma. Cody Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him, and why? Find the answer for me tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Alright, so I have to figure out why on earth he did that, and why someone would have killed him. Maybe they thought it was Powers, and they wanted to, and maybe there's somebody who hates Powers and thought that's who they were killing? Well, that's a theory, I guess. Mr. Edgeworth, you will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. Oh, I got this on the riggedy ropes, son. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. So I've got one last investigative period. If I can't figure it out, then I got nothing to do. That's definitely not what I would call a good day. Very well, court is adjourned. Bonjour and whatnot. Oh wait, no, I think that's hello. Whatever. Whew, boy, oh boy. This has been quite the conundrum. Whew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair. A very spiky hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial. What, you mean the afterworld? Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? That's really a dark and messed up thing to be making jokes about. I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks, Sniff. Oh my god, that was a whirlwind. Okay, so we We have every reason to believe that Will Powers is in fact not the culprit. We just have to figure out why on earth Jack would drug Will, take his costume, go to Studio 2, and somehow end up dead. I haven't the ever-loving slightest clue, but I guess we're going to be finding out soon. Otherwise, I don't have a case, and this series is going to end very darkly. Hopefully you guys were enthralled and invigorated and you are interested in the conclusion, because I certainly am. I'll see you all then.